It's Pod in the City, and today we're ranking every episode of Season 2 of Sex and the City. Baby!
Noise!
Welcome. If perhaps maybe you've clicked on this, because hopefully we clickbaited you. Maybe, please, check us out, hit subscribe, hit like. Well, like right away. Just do it.
Oh no, share
It's
it.
Amanda and Joan, y'all. We're here to talk today all about Sex and the City Season 2. And if you didn't know, on Pod in the City, we've already covered every single episode of Season 1, every single episode of Season 2, every single episode of Season 3. We've also done Season 1 and Season 2 of And Just Like That. Right now, we're in this limbo phase where we're waiting with bated breath to see how they resolve Che Diaz leaving the show.
It's a hot girl hiatus. Hot girl filler episodes.
So we are waiting because in like 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, we're going to get Season 3 of And Just Like That. And I do need to know, are we going to get the Che, living funeral, which has been predicted since we found out that Che will not be returning. So in this intermediary time, I'm trying to make up words lately to really sound smart. We're going to rank every episode of Season 2 because last week we ranked Season 1, which was fun, and we got some great messages, some lovely feedback. We appreciate you guys so much. We got 2 new reviews.
We did?
Yeah. Thanks, babes. They were 5 stars. So if you would like to leave a 5-star review, please do it too. If you leave anything lower, we spiral out. Don't cause us to spiral.
Not right before I'm just like that Season 3.
Check out. Yeah, we're riding a high. Don't ruin it. Sex and the City Season 1. We recapped and ranked that last week. And then the week before, we ranked the men. Who was our number 1 man again?
I think it was Steve.
Oh, go find out.
Maybe it was Harry.
I think we definitely ranked Steve higher than some people would have preferred.
No, we left out Richard. Where do you think Richard would have gone?
It's hard to say.
Because don't you think that they could have actually had a very good, if Samantha had just kind of stayed in character and they had just had an agreement that we're going to be business partners who have amazing sex, but also we're kind of open, I think that would have been a perfect situation for Samantha.
See, I much prefer her with someone like Smith because I like her in the power role, and I feel like with Richard, the whole thing was like that he's this tough businessman and that she's like kind of more.
Yeah, but that's hotter for her.
No, I like when she's the boss bitch. Thank you and good night. Speaking of, Steve had his 51st birthday this week.
61, and they're making him walk around and just like that, like he's like about to like go in the hospital.
Miranda, I can't hear you. Miranda, my hearing aids. Speaking of, I'm gonna tease. There's a little story we're gonna talk about on this week's weekly roundup every Wednesday at noon live on YouTube. Also, we're gonna be doing lives coming up in our
once I just like that starts, we're gonna do lives every Friday at noon. So please come join us because we'll do we'll all watch the episode. It drops really early on. Oh no, Friday now. It drops on Friday to stream. We'll all get up, watch it, get your coffee, get your bowls.
You know what I also think is kind of fun? You could, if you don't really care about spoilers or anything of the episode, watch our live and then watch the episode.
Yeah, we'll tell you what to look out for.
You can be like, oh, they thought this was nasty, and then you can laugh along with us.
Yeah, bring your friends. Tell all your friends. I would love to have an age group of like, oh God, I don't know, 50. That would feel great. Just 50, no more.
Please get 1 million people in our live clamoring for our opinion on And Just Like That.
Yeah.
Speaking of, check out our Patreon. It's patreon.com/podinthecity. We have a pretty cute little lineup over there. We do like a rotation of shows. And this week we're doing Girls Season 2, Episode 7, video games. I didn't hate it. Surprisingly.
Yeah.
Because I am a girl, famously,
You're a girl
hater. But here we are. We also do Smash, and we do not Just Like That, Vanderpump Rules.
I was gonna say you're a girl hater. What are you, straight?
I'm a He-Man woman.
Man?
This is the He-Man Woman Haters Club, okay? Boys only.
Yeah, so go over there. And we're doing VPR. We're doing VPR next week. We just added VPR to our lineup, and I don't know why we weren't doing that the whole time. We're stupid.
Check it out, guys. Patreon.com/pod and the city. You can even join.
You have more. You have news here, right?
I'm saving that. Here's a little sneak peek for our weekly roundup. I'm not actually making it news. This is a teaser. I'm hoping you'll join our. I would like this to be semi-evergreen because it is a ranking, right? So, except our opinions do change by the minute, by the hour, by the day. You know, you could comment down below and completely change our opinion too. So, you know what? Influence the future, y'all. Comment below. Now, you could see this and be ready for this conversation because what's her name? Jenna Ortega. Jenna Ortega. She wore the newspaper dress, and I gotta say, Carrie wore it better.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's the placement of like Carrie's boobs are just sagging, and Jenna Ortega's are like clearly broad or something.
Her
and I
boobs
think
look so good in that dress.
They both look amazing. They really do.
Yeah.
But I think that maybe because Carrie's not wearing a bra at all, it works more. I don't know what it is. Plus, I am just a Carrie stan, so what can I say? Well, I'm not a Carrie stan. I'm not a SJP stan. Anyway, guys, too much rambling. We're here to rank the episodes. Hit subscribe, hit like, do that ish. Now, after last week, I have streamlined this a bit better because I've realized, oh, okay, here's how we did it last week. And I have all of the longer descriptions. I've got it all ready. So the way we're going to do this, friends, is we're going to just go one by one, and we're going to say where we think it should go in the placement. We'll move them around, and then we will give you our ultimate ranking at the end, right?
Love it.
This might get controversial. We'll see. First episode, Season 2, Episode 1, Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Carrie meets the new Yankee, Joe, at a baseball game, all the while preparing for her first post-breakup encounter with Big. Miranda gets fed up with the girls always talking about men. Samantha gets frustrated with James's deficiencies. Charlotte dates a guy named Paul Erickson who has a tendency to adjust his package a lot.
Why would they put his full name in there? What a weird thing to add to the.
They do that sometimes in these.
That's so weird.
Like Truman Capote. No, that's an actual person.
Yeah,
no, Capote Duncan. Duncan Capote.
Oh yeah, but they'll put it like in the description. But anyway, this is a fucking great episode. Carrie looks so good. Carrie's hair looks so good in this episode. And she looks so cool with that the jacket and then the aviator sunglasses.
So cool. This also, they make this look so incredibly fun.
Like, yes, it makes sports look fun.
They're if you haven't seen, somehow, guys, I don't know, watch it, but they're in the like top deck at Yankee Stadium, and it's just open air. They're just chilling, and they're smoking cigarettes because I guess you could do that then. And it just looks like a really fun way to spend the day with your girlfriends, right? I would so do.
Yeah, and in that episode, it has that really like crazy part at the end where like she's on the date with the new Yankee and Big comes in and does that like slow motion thing.
Oh yeah.
He like touches her. He's like, "You look great, kid." Something like that. That man is pretty horny.
He didn't put the new Yankee in our ranking.
Oh.
I would have put him higher than Big.
He was like rich and he seemed kind of dumb but nice.
Baseball play. Okay, the two most big-butted sports, baseball, big booties, and hockey.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Big.
Oh.
Anyway.
All right, so that's staying there. Right.
I think this is going to be a contender for pretty high. Like, I also, if you guys know me at all, I love an episode where they're going this. I can qualify this as a going somewhere episode because it's like they're in this foreign land. I know the baseball game isn't a foreign land, but like it's like they're fish out. Like I like seeing people put it, like my people that I like, put into other places. You
love it.
Like when they would go to Disney on TGI Friday, Family Matters at Disney.
Oh, hang on, I think this dog is getting picked up. Right now, while we're apart, we're back. Wow. The dog is gone. You can hear about my trials and tribulations in the Patreon episode. You know what I wanted to say really quick, as we were going through and numbering all of the pictures, okay? But then I was like, God, these episodes are good. Season 2 is so good. I was noticing that as we go through season 2, this might be a stoner thought, even in the pictures, you can feel that like the feeling and the vibe is shifting from like season 1, season 2 into season 2, season 3. Like they get the vibe switches because it's kind of still kind of nitty gritty and dirty and Take Me Out to the Ball Game first few. And then there's like a major shift where it just gets into, yes. Season 3.
It's really it's like figuring out what show it is.
Yeah, it's getting cuter. It's getting more money, for sure.
So, okay, we've decided so far, episode 1 is Take Me Out to the Ball Game. We good. We love this episode, and we'll see, because I think it might be hard to beat. Episode 2, The Awful Truth. Carrie accidentally suggests that her friend Susan Sharon leave her domineering, violent husband. I'm going to burp. Miranda builds up courage to talk dirty in bed. Charlotte tries to replace the perfect man with the perfect dog. And Samantha gets dragged to couples therapy with James and tries to avoid talking about her real problem with their sex life. Honestly, I gotta say, I'm going to put this episode like this weirdly, compared to episode 2 of season 1, was also, I think, the bottom one.
Oh, Models and Mortals, yeah.
Wasn't that episode 2?
Yeah.
Because this so far is my bottom, because this, at the end, does the egregious thing of having Susan Sharon get back with her abusive husband and take the dog for him to be abusive to, instead of to her.
Yeah, he like yells at the dog. That's right.
This episode can go suck a dick.
And that whole situation, actually, the Susan Sharon storyline is very almost ahead of its time, because it was a pretty good representation of so many couples that I know.
Well, and at the end, I'm not saying that it's unrealistic that she would get back with him.
Not at all.
I think it's unrealistic that the vision, they basically show, like, they do a pan over in the end of the episode where it's like Susan Sharon realized that whatever the hell she says, and they're like sitting on the couch and she's with the dog and the dog's barking and the guy's like, shut the fuck up or whatever. Yeah. And she's like,
and the moral of that story is Susan Sharon realized that the only thing worse than being in an abusive relationship is being single. So here you go.
If you guys know anything, or maybe you're a new person here, Amanda and I do not share that sentiment. We think it's better to be single than with any piece of crap at all.
Yeah.
And in fact, Amanda, the person doesn't even have to be a piece of crap for her. It's just
I'm over it. Go away.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Men.
All right.
Episode 3, The Freak Show. Now, this one
has such season 2 vibes. That's what I mean about the vibe, is this one seems really low budget and kind of like weird.
Well, the all black is what's throwing me in this.
And then they use a lot of like background. They use that calliope music throughout most of this.
Okay, though, I really do actually like this episode because I like things that kind of surprise me, or like where I'm like, oh, they were doing something here.
Yeah.
So it's Carrie turns freakish after Carrie turns freakish herself after dating a string of freaky guys and freaks out the very normal Ben when trying to discover his secret freakiness. Miranda dates Manhattan guy, a guy who hasn't left Manhattan in 10 years. Charlotte dates the renowned Mr. Pussy and tries to make a real relationship out of it. And Samantha decides to get plastic surgery and freaks out during the consult. I like this episode for sure better than episode 2.
Oh yeah. So right now we're at 1, 3, 2. Next.
Right?
Yeah. I mean,
this season 2, it has 18 episodes, guys. Yeah. It keeps getting bigger and bigger. Except season 6 has what, like 8 episodes? That's some bullshit.
Well, I know it's split, so they didn't have to give them a raise between seasons. So it's 12.
Bullshit still. Yeah. Okay, episode 4.
Oh, yeah.
They shoot single people, don't they? Single and fabulous Carrie gets a horrible photo taken for the cover story of New York Magazine. Single and fabulous? Miranda fakes orgasms with her current boyfriend. Charlotte starts dating her handyman. And Samantha dates a club owner who calls them a we right away.
Oh, yeah, that's where Samantha's really out of character. This storyline is great though, like with the magazine, that's a great storyline. And she wears that poncho and it's so iconic.
It is. What I'll say is, I think this episode's really good. I can't say that I'm like, oh my God, I love this. But this is so iconic. The cover of the magazine, her delusion. I also like that this is a good time. You know, the world is now on this train of that Carrie Bradshaw is like terrible.
Worse, yeah.
A horror story in general. And so I do like that this kind of does, take her down to earth a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But she still looks amazing in that picture.
But could you imagine?
That picture could just be a cover.
Well, it is.
Unironically.
This looks like it was shot by Annie Leibovitz or.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I'm of course putting it above 2. Is it above 3? Is it above the freak show?
Mr. Pussy.
I like
really rancid where he's like licking that tangerine or whatever. I hated that.
Oh, but I liked this. I liked the freak show better, I think.
Okay.
It's more.
I'm not gonna argue. But Bradley Cooper's in 2 or in 4. And he's a friend of Judy.
Girl, allegedly.
Friend of Dorothy.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I love how that's anyway. So
well, he's a little get coded.
Okay, I'm still gonna leave these here for now and then see what happens. How about that? So in first place, number 1, we have obviously they take me out to the ball game, the freak show. They shoot single people, don't they? And then the awful truth. Episode 5, 4 women and a funeral. I love the outfits at the funeral, by the way. Carrie starts seeing Mr. Big again. Miranda buys her own apartment on the Upper West Side. Charlotte meets a recent widower at a cemetery, and Samantha's actions with a married man get her in trouble with the New York high society ladies who lunch. And only a Titanic star can help her out. Who was the
that was so
Titanic
weird. Was it
star?
Leonardo DiCaprio, maybe? I think it was. Titanic. That's why the Titanic. What?
He wasn't in it, though.
No, it was like, was she like, if she fell to the ground and like she looked up and there was like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Let's put that at 2. Or no. Let's put that dead last.
I'm going to put it still over 2. I will always feel this is egregious that she ends up with her abuser and the dog. I don't like it.
I like that story. At least it's relatable. And I like Susan Sharon. She should have been in more episodes.
Justice for Susan Sharon, but still the resolution in that is annoying to me. Now, of course, we might be missing something in this. There might be a worse resolution in this one, but
Susan Sharon gets a little comeuppance in and just like that because at Big's funeral they're playing that whole like presentation. She's like, doesn't anyone remember that he treated her like a total asshole? I was like, damn, yes, say it,
guys. Spoiler alert. If you haven't watched And Just Like That, Big dies. Episode 6. The cheating curve. Carrie starts to officially date Mr. Big again. Miranda dates a guy who insists on watching porn while they have sex. Fed up with cheating men, Charlotte spends time with her new friends, the power lesbians, and Samantha starts dating her gym instructor who brands her with a lightning bolt. Paintings from the opening art gallery scene are by New York artist Sally Davies. Okay. He doesn't paint her with he doesn't brand her with a lightning bolt. He carves her pussy hair into a lightning bolt. I like this episode a lot.
Really? I feel like I don't. Oh, this is where she gets the diaphragm stuck. Isn't it?
Is it?
The whole thing is like, oh, I'm cheating on my friends with Big and I'm not telling them.
Well,
so that's when the diaphragm thing happens.
Well, Charlotte has her storyline with the power lesbians, and they're like,
I like that.
Are you a lesbian? And she's like, well, I love spending time with women and the whatever. And they're like, if you don't eat pussy, you're not a lesbian. You're not the D word, which I don't think you're supposed to say anymore. But let us know. I think
so, put it at number 3.
Is it better than they see? I think this might be better. I think They Shoot Single People, don't they? Might be better than that. Than this one. What do you think?
What else happens in this? Miranda says the porn. So this
we did rank the porn guy very low in our ranking.
The lightning bolt storyline is really stupid. But okay, let's put this a little higher. Then let's put this higher than They Shoot. I really like that storyline where she's.
See, I think They Shoot Single People. They Shoot Single People. Don't they? Should be above this. This currently in 4th place, and it's above this over this end. Next,
I'm looking at the different. Okay, sorry. Here we go. Okay, great. The chicken dance.
The chicken dance
looks so good here.
I love this episode, and this falls into my gig of being like, they're all at a wedding. It's like, my parameters are very loose. Carrie gets fed up.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you're about to read the description.
Carrie gets fed up with Big's inability to pay attention to her. Miranda inadvertently sets her interior designer up with a long-distance would-be boyfriend, and they marry after only 4 weeks. Charlotte has a warp-speed relationship with a guy she meets at the wedding, and Samantha is upset when she experiences deja screw, sleeping with a guy she previously did 15 years ago.
Right. All right, this is a great episode.
I love this episode. I would actually put this at number 2 right now, or I could even
Miranda
put it at number
is
1.
very funny in that episode. She's just about how despondent, and I like her dress at the wedding for one thing. It has the kind of see-through, and then she has to do the guest book, and she's in charge of throwing the guy a party, and it's just they're just stomping all over her. She is so funny in it.
I'm really looped in on Sex and the City TikTok where they show old clips, and one of the comments was as I was young, when we were young, we all wanted to be Carrie, but the truth is we really all should be Miranda. And it's like,
or Samantha.
Come on, she is the most relatable. But then someone did comment and they're like, yeah, until And Just Like That ruined everything.
Oh, obviously it's not canon.
So, is this number 2 or number 1? Is it better than Take Me Out to the Ball Game?
I think it's better than Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Me too. I'd put it at number 1 then for right now. I really like this episode.
Right. I love this. Yeah.
Episode 8. A frustrated the man, the myth, the Viagra. Frustrated Carrie tries to get Big to make time to meet the girls. Miranda meets Steve Brady. A cute bartender who wants to be more than a one-night stand. And Samantha dates an incredibly wealthy man in his 70s with a sumptuous lifestyle and a pocket full of Viagra.
Oh, God. I think this is number 1 for me.
You think so? Okay.
Carrie's a real asshole in that when she calls and she's like, I can't come. Miranda's like, well, I'm already at the bar, bitch. And they kiss in the rain. Her and Steve.
Okay. I think if I was going to, like, let's say if I'm going to use the parameter of like, I'm going to sit down and watch an episode of Sex and the City from season 2, I feel I am trying to introduce this, guys. I'm trying to be like, we're doing speech and debate here. I would choose the chicken dance over watching this.
I would choose Take Me Out to the Ball Game over this too.
Same. So I think let's put it at 3.
Okay, good. Yeah, and Steve's going to be in lots more episodes.
Yeah, I think those first 2, I would definitely be like, yeah, totally, I'll watch in fact, I'm pretty sure I have watched Take Me Out to the Ball Game many times, because when you start a rewatch of a season, well, Amanda probably follows through, but I'll start a rewatch and only get to like episode 6, and then I'm like,
I might restart Vanderpump, honestly, because I'm going to go through the last season today.
Amanda loves to start a show and then watch the finale, and then literally the next moment it starts.
Yeah, but like I'm seeing all these studies that's like a major it's a coping mechanism for people with undiagnosed ADHD, because you want someone.
Well, I would like put it akin to like rewinding the tape back in the day and then replaying it again.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Old Dog, New Duck.
This one has to be high because there's drag in it. Carrie tries to get Big to stop checking out other women when they're together. Miranda and Steve's opposite schedules become a problem. Samantha runs into an old hockey player boyfriend who is now a blonde drag queen named Samantha. Charlotte is turned off when she dates a man who has not been circumcised.
All right. What else happens? So the drag queen circumcised. What are the other
circumcised, and it's the idea of like that this guy, I would probably say this hasn't aged well. And I'm actually is it above or below the cheating curve? To me, it's not as good as They Shoot Single People Don't Die.
Yeah, I don't even remember anything in it.
Below the cheating curve?
Yeah, I wouldn't go and watch. I feel like this is the only memorable scene in there is when the drag queen.
I do too.
All right, so put it under the cheating curve.
That's where I have it.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah. Okay. I don't want to I'll do another review in a second here.
Sorry.
The caste system.
Oh yeah.
Carrie gets fed up with high society while at an Upper East Side party with Big. Miranda and Steve have an argument over money and social status. Charlotte meets Wiley Ford, the movie star, and joins his entourage. And Samantha dates a wealthy real estate developer with a Southeast Asian live-in servant who has her master wrapped around her little finger. I want to put this.
A great episode. The writing is great.
I feel like this episode reminds me of the episode of Saved by the Bell, where they decide they're going to make a commercial that's an anti-weed commercial, an anti-dope commercial. And then Kelly starts dating the movie star who's in the commercial. Like,
you brought up Saved by the Bell on both podcasts.
I know. I was obsessed. I had a deep, that was like my number one shit when I was a kid. When it was canceled.
Oh, really?
When they were having the finale, I remember my grandma used to tape shit for me if it would be on during the day. She taped the finale for me, and it was like a 2-parter. And I remember bawling my eyes out over the finale of Saved by the Bell.
I never had that.
And then they did the college years. So if
we ever get that requested for TRP, me and Joey will have you on for that episode. It'll be good to have a little expert on.
I think you might have done it, haven't you?
Not the finale. We did like one where there was like Kelly.
The last dance, I think, was the one you did.
Yeah, the last dance, and then we did the I'm so excited episode. Me and my dad had our VCR set to tape so that we would come home and it would be taped every day at 2:30. Reruns of SCTV.
Okay, that's cute.
Yeah, I mean, I loved it. It gave me culture, Joan. Things what the kids don't have these days.
That is the problem. Like, kids watch Into the Woods, but the
Broadway one,
old version.
Chip Zien.
Watch the old Sweeney Todd with Angela Lansbury.
George Hearn. He seems like kind of a big dirty dog, by the way, based on what I know. But straight man in theater.
Check out our other episodes somewhere where we talked about our disdain.
Anytime. I think it'll come up.
I think it might have been our Smash episode. Okay, so this episode to me, I'm going to put it pretty low.
Okay.
That's where I feel. I still don't think it's as bad as this one. Yeah, but
it's awful truth. Okay.
I feel like the people are out of character, and I also think that the whole storyline about an uncircumcised dick is very much like, I mean, while it is relevant, it's also like, okay.
Can you go from least favorite to favorite at the moment?
Least favorite, we have The Awful Truth. Why did that just feel like I said that wrong in my head? Then The Caste System, 4 Women and a Funeral, Old Dogs, New Dicks, The Cheating Curve, They Shoot Single People, Don't They? The Freak Show, The Man, The Myth, The Viagra, Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and The Chicken Dance.
I'm so happy to see Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Like, it was a nice surprise even when you said it right there. I was like, oh,
I just love that episode. Maybe, you know what?
I might move it back to 1.
I was going to say, by the time we get there, we might.
All right, we can do some cleaning at the end.
Housekeeping. Season 2, episode 11. Evolution. Carrie tries to leave her mark at Big's place by leaving some personal items behind. Miranda finds out that one of her ovaries has stopped producing eggs. Oh my God. Charlotte dates Stefan, a pastry chef who she mistakenly thought was gay, but is, in his own words, a gay straight man. And Samantha tries to get revenge on Dominic, her ex, who broke her heart.
Also, that's not his own words. He doesn't say that. He does not call himself a gay straight man. It is, I believe, Stanford that says that. So that's wrong. Also, I wanted to, speaking of leaving shit at people's houses, you know, that's my biggest piece of anxiety is when guys leave shit. When I gave Jesse back his stuff, he like texted me a couple of days later and he's like, hey, so there's a t-shirt, a pair of underwear, and then pants that are not mine. And I was like, oh, well, I was just giving you the shit that was like Rob's.
Oh my God. Okay.
I gave you underwear.
So I'm thinking this right below the cheating curve and above Old Dogs, New Dicks. I think this episode's okay, but I think it's still...
I disagree. I love this episode. This is the gay guy in it. I would put this as like 3.
You'd put it over They Shoot Single People, Don't They?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. Okay, let's come back.
All right.
Now, episode 12 to me is good. Carrie is horrified when Big casually... Oh, this is La Douleur Exquise. You guys, please... go listen to this episode. I'm going to put this one high because I think this is one of our really good episodes.
I know. I love this episode. And the picture is, of course, Carrie with a beret holding Big Mac.
She's like, bonjour. I brought les French fries, les Big Mac.
Filet au fish. Yeah, I put this.
Amanda and I go back and forth about how to say La Douleur Exquise.
No, we looked it up because we both thought it was exquise, and it was like exquisite. It's like way douchier than you guys think. Okay, so this
I'm putting it above the Freak Show, but wait,
no, I put it above Man Myth Viagra too.
I don't think this should be that as high.
Yeah, I don't think that should either. Let's put that way down.
I want to put that under the cheating curve.
Okay, I think Evolution should.
How did that get up that high? Maybe
I want Evolution to be above the Freak Show, and then I think we're good. Stop crying. You're fine.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. So that means that
should be number 3 so far.
Top 5 would be Cheating Curve. Oh, sorry. Chicken Dance. Take Me Out to the Ball Game. La Douleur Exquise. And Evolution is 4. And then number 5 is Freak Show. I don't even think Freak Show should be top 5.
I like this episode. 13 is games people play. Carrie starts going to therapy after obsessing about Big for too long. Wow, it seemed to work too, I guess. Offended by the diagnosis of dating men who are wrong for her, she dates cute fellow patient Seth, a guy who loses interest in women after sleeping with them. Miranda plays peekaboo with her cute across the shaft neighbor who turns out to be gay, right? And Samantha dates a sports fanatic whose mood depends on who won the game that night. Isn't this where Miranda's like flashing the guy, but he's looking at a guy above her?
Oh yeah, and there's that music that's like.
I think this could be below the cheating curve
very much. This Bon Jovi. This would always be a skip for me. I think. I don't
okay, then let's put it low.
All right, let's put it low.
Great, third from the bottom. Fine
Right,
with
it.
Season 14, the F Buddy, where Miranda wears. So far, I'm gonna say this is the most criminally offensive outfit that has been on Sex and the City.
On TV, I was gonna say.
Timestamp 35:30.
I've been sending you timestamps.
I know. I've been seeing them and
trying
to not get distracted. Carrie tries to make a relationship with her fuck buddy. Miranda dates an abusive, condescending lawyer. Charlotte becomes a freewheeling dater and double books dates with two guys on the same night. And Samantha overhears the couple moaning next door and decides to outdo them. And then they turn out to be this like middle-aged like couple.
Yeah,
very not what she's looking for.
God forbid she fucks them. Gross.
I'm going to put this above Bon Jovi, but it doesn't move me.
Oh my God, I would put this so high.
Oh, okay.
I've never
What about this episode jumps out at you to be that?
The fuck buddy storyline, I think is just because that's just kind of I've tried that so many times with dating your fuck buddy, and I ended up in several of my relationships. I just really relate to
the Patreon because Amanda is currently dealing with a Mamma Mia type situation, minus the pregnancy. But 3 men are pining for her, so please.
Can't get over
Guys, lock in. Where are we putting this?
What's above it here? It's above Poor Women in a Funeral. Is it? Yeah, it's above this. Okay, under Man, Myth, and the Viagra.
Okay.
Okay.
Episode 15, Shortcomings. Miranda again has been caught off guard looking terrible while Carrie also looks so fucking hot that it is criminal in that way. The aviators and the tight gray dress. Carrie dates an author.
In the picture there under her.
The guy is a reflection on the window because she's looking in a window.
Okay, good, gotcha. This is the one where you like on the YouTube version of this, you made Miranda's head like 1% bigger.
Yeah, I made it like slightly because her facial expression is like
she looks non-human.
She looks like a puppet, literally like a ventriloquist dummy or something. It's strange. Okay, so Carrie dates an author who has a premature ejaculation problem and finds that she regrets having to break up with his perfect family. Child-phobic Miranda dates a divorced father who has a son. Charlotte's brother Wesley stays with him after his wife leaves him. And Samantha gives Charlotte's brother what he really needs. Sad.
We ranked the single dad as like so low on our...
I kept fighting for him though, because you wanted him at the very bottom just because he had you know who we didn't include? Charlotte's brother. He's hot. Charlotte's brother was hot. Yeah. Anyway, shit happens, right, y'all? Where's this going? Episode 15. I think this is fine. I do like what's her name? The mother.
Yeah, and Justin Theroux, I don't think I'm a fan of him at all.
Justin Theroux, he just has a big dick or big balls or something.
I do like that about him specifically. I think that's the only thing I know about him though. And I know he's married to Jennifer Aniston, which was like a fever dream.
So is this going above or below the fuck buddy?
Below the fuck buddy.
Okay, because you like the fuck buddy.
I love the fuck buddy.
I'll leave it here. Yeah, great. Episode 16. Was it good for you? Carrie dates a recovering alcoholic who becomes obsessed with her. Charlotte is determined to learn how to have good sex after her latest partner falls asleep on her and drags the girls to a tantric sex class. Samantha gets an offer to have a threesome with 2 curious gay friends. I love this. I'm going to say I love these storylines. I'm putting this high. Thank you.
Didn't we get demonetized because of the cover on this?
We got
Or maybe we got really good. I think maybe we got really high numbers on this one or something.
There was one episode we got demonetized because it did look... Oh, I don't remember. Okay, I'm putting this at number 4.
Oh my God. Wait, what else happens? So there's the gay storyline.
They go to the tantric sex thing where he comes on Miranda's face. I mean, that to me is pretty
because
iconic.
The guy's falling asleep, but then it's also established that he works, isn't he like a surgeon or something? So it's
so she's just being Charlotte being Charlotte.
She's being Sheena. Charlotte is Sheena Shea, right?
Oh.
Sheena.
No, because I like Charlotte and I hate Sheena.
Oh, Sheena sucks. God.
So, okay, do you think this is... See, I don't think Evolution should be this high, but...
I like the storyline of her leaving stuff at his house. I think that's like a really relatable storyline. I mean, I don't really care for this episode at all. So
okay.
Wait, what else happens? Miranda is doing what?
What does it say here? Miranda gets jizzed on in the face.
Yeah, but that's not her storyline. That happens in that one scene.
That is, I mean, come on. For all intents and purposes.
What's Carrie doing?
You just reach him to completion, or whatever that lady is like saying.
Like, watch.
The frengum, or whatever the...
Okay, but what are Carrie and Miranda? What's Carrie's storyline here?
She's dating a recovering alcoholic who becomes obsessed with her.
Oh yeah.
Who is that? I can't remember.
I don't know, but I know at the end he like takes his pants off and he's like, "You made me."
He's in the street, right?
Yeah. He like falls off the wagon at the end because he gets addicted to having sex with her, which I guess is also relatable. Like I guess that if you beat an addiction, I think most people like switch their addiction to something slightly more healthy.
I do believe in an addictive personality.
Yeah. I switched mine over to weed and mocktails.
Well, oftentimes when people like maybe who were like overweight, such as myself, if you get to a place where you start exercising and eating right, you almost go the opposite way.
Yeah.
There's no just in between.
You're in competition with yourself for sure.
Exactly. Anyway, getting real here. Check out patreon.com/podinthecity. Also, if you're still here right now, hit subscribe and hit like if you haven't, please. And leave us a comment. Tell us if we're so wrong or if we're so right. All right. I don't know. Should we put this up? Where do you want this? You say you don't like this at all, but I like it.
I think it's better than the freak show. Is it better than Evolution? Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I think Evolution is better, but okay, fine.
Episode 17. Now this one, we got a contender. Lord. Episode 17 is 20-something girls versus 30-something women. Carrie runs into Mr. Big and his new girlfriend, Natasha, at a Hamptons party. Miranda tries to have some mature fun in the Hamptons, and Charlotte pretends to be in her 20s so she can date a 26-year-old and gets crabs. Samantha's ex-assistant throws a big Hamptons party using her Rolodex as the guest list.
I put this at number 1 for sure. If for nothing else, for that moment at the end where Carrie is standing on the beach.
Fireworks.
Yeah, and she cries, and she throws up, and then Miranda holds her hair back.
Okay, I agree. Oh, hey!
You're dealing with John's got an Amanda.
The dog. My mom's dog has an obsession with cat poop. So she's shoving her head in the cat box, trying to find any little morsel.
Oh yeah, the worst.
So that's where we're at, friends. All right, so
number 1, easy.
I put it at number 1. I agree. It's fitting my box. It's filling my boxes. I love when they go somewhere. I love the scene where Carrie meets Big and Natasha is dressed so chic And so
Yeah.
it's Big. And then Carrie's in that like
The
bikini
hat.
top, trashy looking cowboy hat. And it's like, oh, I like, yeah.
And she's dating that good on paper guy. Okay.
This is the finale is X and the City, episode 18. After learning of Big's engagement, a freaked out Carrie tries to cope with the ramifications. Miranda sleeps with Steve for the first time after their breakup, and Charlotte tries to overcome her fear of horseback riding. Samantha dates Taddy, y'all. Don't forget Taddy. Justice for Taddy. Samantha dates a guy who's Mr. Too Big, determined to overcome his over-endowment. I think the guy who plays Mr. Too Big is so sexy.
Yeah, he seems nice too. This is a great example of how Sex and the City taught the children, because it has the whole reference to the way we were in it. So I kind of like that it kind of was a new generation, because you're in the, what's that called, by the Plaza Hotel, where that last scene happens, where she says your new lovely Hubble. It was a lovely throwback, because when I lived in New York and whenever I was in that area, I would always think of Sarah Jessica Parker and Sex and the City. And it's like, oh, the older generation used to go there and think of Barbra Streisand doing that. And then it's like this whole new generation is thinking of Carrie.
The last part of this episode is, then I had a thought. Maybe I didn't break Big. Maybe the problem was he couldn't break me. Maybe some women aren't meant to be tamed. This is being cross-cut with now, and I did mention this, and I'm not dogging Carrie. We have mentioned how gorgeous she is numerous times. But I am shocked to this day that Sarah Jessica Parker was cool with them cross-cutting a horse and then her. Like,
because people call her a horse race.
Yeah, I'm like, was she trolling people? Maybe
the argument there again is Big couldn't tame you. He didn't want to tame you. That's like not what happened here. Whatever you're saying in this voiceover is not what happened.
Well, let's leave season 2 with maybe some women aren't meant to be tamed. Maybe they need to run free until they find someone just as wild to run with.
Okay.
I like this episode, but it is definitely a season finale episode, which personally for me doesn't have as much impact as some of these other ones. So what do you think?
Okay, so right now, obviously, number 1 is 20-something girls. It's not better than that. Then we have the chicken dance. I think it's better than the chicken dance.
I don't know.
No? Okay.
I still like the chicken dance better.
Then we have Take Me Out to the Bar.
And I still like this better too.
Yeah, me too. Okay. La Dolette.
Let's put it under La Dolette.
Okay, I like that. Under.
Because that episode is, again, I think that's a Pod in the City highlight. All right, what we're going to do is now, since we've done it, babes, we went through the entire season, we're going to go from the end back to front. Wait, where's number 2?
I moved.
How did this get so far?
Oh, I don't know. I was moving stuff around, but okay,
fuck. Okay, now we're trying to both move things again. So, oh God.
Wait, why is La Dolores Squeeza down here?
Don't touch. Stop touching anything.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Stop touching. Okay. Let me see. Okay. 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 All right. From the bottom, make it drop from the top. Anyway, whatever. The awful truth. I will go to my grave because it falls in line with the filming women thing. You know what? There's just things I don't want to see. I don't want to see a woman go back to her abuser and then the dog get abused instead. Yeah. The caste system, which I just think in general was, some interesting concepts. This one about her going to, this almost felt like a weird episode, like a pulled out episode in a way. With John Bon Jovi, ultimate sex god, I guess. Then 4 Women in a Funeral.
Yeah, great.
I liked this one enough. Old Dogs, New Dicks. Shortcomings. The F Buddy. The Man, the Myth, the Viagra. The Cheating Curve. They shoot single people, don't they? The Freak Show. And now our top Oh, not yet. Evolution. Then our top 5 are number 5. It Was It Good for You? Number 4, X and the City. Number 3, oh shit, I'm wrong. Number 6, Was It Good for You? 5, X and the City.
Okay,
4, La Douleur Exquise. 3, Take Me Out to the Ball Game. 2, The Chicken Dance.
No,
and
that's
number
not right.
1, we have 20-something girls with 30-something women.
Except
baby!
Take Me Out to the Ball Game is 2.
Oh, okay. You're going to put Take Me Out to the Ball Game as 2.
Yeah. Okay. So
final adjustments here. Our top 3 are number 3, Chicken Dance. Number 2, Take Me Out to the Ball Game. And number 1, 20-something girls versus 20-something women. Now, here is your turn, friends, watching, listening, whatever you're doing. What Amanda and I are doing are both pushing the same button at the same time.
Both trying
and
to
like
yeah.
This is when we're going batty, y'all. We filmed
at least the same thought process. We're in the same headspace.
Here's where we're at, babes. Write in the comments, let us know at least what's your number 1 episode, and then what's your least favorite of the whole season. Do you agree with us? Do you hate us? Do you love us? Are you new here? What's up? Make sure that you're ready, locked and loaded, fingers ready to on May 30th, because we're going live on Fridays at noon, just like we go live every week, Wednesday at noon for our weekly roundup. Make sure that you also check out our other episodes of Sex and the City, our other rankings, all of that crap, and our Patreon. It's patreon.com/podinthecity, where we're doing Vanderpump Rules, girls, smash, all this ish, and we love it. And we love you. And we hope to see you guys soon. We're going to make sure that we get a thumbnail here. So I'm going to put this up and we're going to say bye-bye.
Bye. Now we can do this. All right. See you guys later.